What is up, guys? Parker Joe. Welcome back to another video. Today we are vlogging. We're gonna be heading to Umbra. Just getting like a short, 3 exercise, full shoulder head workout. So delts, obviously, rear, lateral, front, but we're just gonna head there. I need to go pick up some caffeine or an energy drink. I also gotta go see Leah, Miss Richards, because I gotta get some coffee. My boys, Noah, honestly, Bandy has drained the coffee machine because he has coffee every day, where Alex and I, maybe like once a week, twice a week for me, maybe 3 times for Lem. But guys, we're just gonna head there. We're gonna go get some food and we're just gonna bring you around for the day. Got a few things to talk about, but obviously those will just pop up throughout the video. But we will catch you guys when we get our little drinky drinks. Hey, that's my boy Drake. All right, y'all, I'm sorry if the camera's a little shaky. Whenever I have the engine on, sometimes it'll start messing with the shutter, but guys, Riots, I'm telling you, these are so great. They have 160 caffeine. They also have L-theanine, which is really gonna help with your GABA, your nervous system, so you get a nice balance of caffeine and both a natural relaxant, and it's only got erythritol, so a couple grams of that, which
obviously you don't want a lot. It can cause a lot of gastrointestinal bloating, but in small amounts, you're gonna be fine. It's got no added sugar. It's only 20 calories for one of these, so.
Big fan. I'm gonna start sipping on this. And we're gonna head to Umbra and get this mild lift in. All right, we have made it into Umbra. We are about to get started on shoulders. I'm using my buddy's tripod today because mine, I lost the quick release. So we're just gonna get straight into it. I only have 3 exercises today. So we have rear delts, lateral delts, and some front. So we're just gonna start with like a military press or some sort of shoulder press. So, all right, gonna start light, probably just 30s, 35s. Just get some blood flow going. For these, it depends on really what you're trying to hit. If you wanna hit a lot more of your front delt, keep your elbows a little bit more in and just go straight up. Now, if you want a bit more strength, obviously the more you come out, you can get a little bit more leverage, I guess, power going into it, but we'll just start just trying to get warm, honestly. Just always get blood flow, kind of get the joints lubricated and ready to put on some heavy load. So just nice control, tempo, contraction. That's all you need for a warm up. All right, now it's time to lock in. First set, I'm gonna go light today. Probably just 3 sets of 50 to 60. So nothing crazy. I just wanna work on contraction and just getting really good, just blood flow and ROM. So 50s. One more. Boom. 20 reps is kind of overkill, but the burn just feels so good. So we're gonna keep the volume high. Oh my gosh. That drop off is crazy. Feeling good so far, but we're just gonna stick to the 55s. There's no reason to go up at this point. That's it. Our next, just some lateral raises. So I like them doing seated personally. I feel like I get so much more of the weight and tension if I'm leaning over and kind of going in between my legs. I'll show you guys my form, but personally I feel the best there and I get such a great contraction at the top of the rep as well. So we're just gonna get into those. Okay, for these, I don't go super heavy. I do 30s, usually for about 30 reps. I think shoulders honestly need more volume than anything. If you wanna train strength, that's great, it serves a purpose. But I just like doing volume. I feel like that's just how I have to grow my shoulders personally. I don't have crazy mind muscle connection when it comes to shoulders. So again, it's always repetition, just trying to fatigue and burn out the muscle so I can actually feel it and then put a lot of strain and tension on the weight once I focus it in. But we're just gonna get straight into it. So we got 3 sets of this. Usually I drop a little bit of weight. So we'll see how we start off on 30s and then from there drop to maybe 25. So, and again, I like to lean over. I just get so much more tension right off the rip. Ooh. Definitely gonna have to drop. I mean, towards the end, I'll start swinging. I just want the full range, and honestly, one is always working more than the other, so I'll do a couple singles. try and even it out. Gas, so I'm gonna stick to the 30s for one more set. All right, now it's time for rear delts, which I think is one of the most underrated muscles in the entire body, especially for your back physique. We're just gonna get straight into it. I usually don't go too heavy for this. I used to, but then like I just couldn't feel the muscle mind connection. So again, I just kind of face forward and I allow all the tension to go through here. So obviously you're pushing back, kind of keeping your elbow a little bit down, and it'll just boom, activate that rear delt like crazy. All right, this is quite the vulnerable exercise, but honestly, one of my favorites. It's for mainly rear delts. It is gonna feel a little awkward at first. You just wanna go light. One tip that I do have is when you're holding the dumbbells, bury them into the heel of your hand. And so when you're pressing back, you want all the weight right here on your heel, just driving back. That's gonna help displace the weight a lot more on your rear delt than anywhere else in your arm, in your shoulder. So, and then just drive it into your heels and then just back up. Ooh. Just like that, I'm fried. All right, realized I recorded a little bit too low there. All right, just finished up here, heading home. Probably just gonna cook up, show you guys some meals, and then we'll just go from there. We are at Cribbo, we are cooking up. We got some eggs, I don't know if you can see them, but making four real quick. We got steak as well. And then I gotta get some carbs in as well. My boy's downstairs with this lovely girl. He's so humble. He's trying to hide her so I don't feel bad, but what a nice guy. Whoa. I know. I'd show you guys two of my favorite zesty spoons, bro. Look, this is me with a regular spoon. Pretty good. The zesty spoon. Dude, I don't even know if I can put that in the video. That was kind of, boom, we got eggs and steak. You can't see the steak, it's underneath the eggs. With sauerkraut, also some kiwis and dates, so we're getting a lot of micronutrients, vitamins, and minerals. I'll put the macros on the screen, let you guys know what we're eating, but I'm just gonna munch on this and then gonna get some work done. All right, so, I don't even know if you can really see me that well. Frick, I'll just have to sit up super straight. I'll have to just have perfect posture. I'll just zoom in. One thing I've been thinking about a lot though lately is hope. I think hope is a big thing that I've struggled with personally through a lot of my life experiences and things that have happened both in my faith, spiritually, mentally, with anxiety and things like this. I think when you have hope and it's not met, it can be really painful. It can be really hurtful to be let down either by people, parents, family, friends, even God. I know I've had a couple areas in my life where I've been really let down by God, and to this day I know I'm still a little hurt by it, and I think about it quite often. When I think about hope, is I always think about this one season where God just did not show up the way that I really felt like I needed. Now obviously he probably showed up in some sort of way. I just don't know to what extent, or he let me go through that, or let me deal with that, or let me deal with the fear, the trauma, and all the things that come from the circumstances that life can throw at us. But hope is so important. It's important to have hope. Hope leads to action. Hope leads to comfort. Hope leads to the future of things. And I think despair is like the opposite. If you have despair, there is no future. It's blank. When you think about it, it's just black. It's a blur. You can't imagine anything because you don't believe it's even possible. So I think it's just so important to have faith both in God and circumstances and the people around you, and be careful with what you're putting your hope in, because that hope can lead to hurt if it's a false sense of hope. So I just wanted to talk about something really brief, really quick. I'm going to be making a way bigger video going deeper on shame actually, and talking about shame and what it does. I have a lot of ideas for this video, so it might take me some time. I want it to be cinematic and beautiful, just emotional, because I want it to speak to everyone who's watching. But guys, that's all we have for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, and we will see you guys in the next. Take care.